Today is a really sad day. In fact, this piece of news did not come just today, but it was around 2 days ago that the Silph Road has made an announcement that they will be stopping their services for the Pokemon Go community. Well, if you guys do not know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna share some light on it and let you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So yes, this is what I'm talking about. The Silph Road. For those of you who know the Silph Road, well, you guys should know how much work and effort they have put into to build the Pokemon Go community, especially for PvP and other aspects of the game, giving us really insightful information that no other platforms can ever give, especially with the amount of hard work the researchers have actually put into to actually give us all the data for whatever things that we would like to know, whether it's hatching eggs, the shiny odds, and even other various ones that a lot of people don't even consider, even like your souvenir items, your buddy souvenir items, the rate of getting certain items. It's just really mind-boggling to me to see how much effort they have put into doing all this. But they made a tweet just less than 2 days ago, and they pinned the tweet saying, "All good things must come to an end. After 7 glorious years, the Silph Road team is ceasing operations. Thank you to everyone who traveled the road over the years. Together we wrote this place into Pokemon history." You know, although I've read this statement like twice or thrice already, it still gives me teary eyes to even read this out loud. So if you tap onto the link here, the founder of the Silph Road, Drobes, actually he wrote a very long message. "The end of an era. After 7 extraordinary years, the Silph Road team is ceasing operations. Thank you all for joining us on this remarkable journey. Hey everyone, many of you may remember a year ago when I shared that Niantic decided to sponsor the Silph Road just in time as our cost of operations were becoming too great to continue. For the past 12 months, that sponsorship allowed the team to continue and even kept Silph website resources ad-free, and we will always be grateful for the support Niantic extended our way this year." So when I knew about their sponsorship from Niantic, I was actually very happy, and eventually I also found out that they were working together with Niantic to build the community map, and that really helped a lot. And also the community ambassador program. In order to actually become a community ambassador, you need to reach level 4 on the Silph Road, and you then can get certain in-game items and organize certain small-scale events with Niantic. So I was very happy for the Silph Road to have gotten the sponsorship with Niantic, and I truly think that they deserve it long time ago. I was telling my friends like Auntie Gladys and the rest, I was like, "Oh wow, Silph Road got sponsored by Niantic. I'm really happy for that." Alright, but he continued to say, "But all good things must come to an end. Niantic sponsorship of the Silph Road has concluded. After considering the mounting financial constraint facing our team along with the monument and landscape of the game in 2023, our team has come to the bittersweet conclusion that it is time to close what has been an incredibly rewarding and memorable chapter of our lives." And he continued to say, "No, the subreddit Silph Road isn't going anywhere. The mod team operates independently from the Silph Road team, and they plan to keep our beloved sub thriving." So he continued to say, "But this week we are beginning to retire all the Silph Road's other tools, programs, websites, social channels, and community resources. Here's the timeline for the wind down. On the 12th of May, which was today, which was basically 2 days ago, the silphroad.com community map, Nest, Atlas, and all various game sources are retired and will be inaccessible moving forward." So I just want to say a few things though. When it comes to the community map, that is something that I use very often, because that is something that I do look at to plan my travels. So when I actually plan my travels, for example, to Thailand, to Malaysia, to Philippines, etc., some people did ask me how come I chose to come to their community, and I will show them, I'll pull up the Silph Road community map and show them that this is why, because I see a lot of Discord, a lot of Telegram, a lot of, now it's Campfire also, group chats, and I will tap on them to see when they were last active, especially for the check-in for the community days. That gives me an indication whether an a community is active like recently or like maybe years ago. Like some of the group chats, some of them they were active last check-in maybe back in 2019. Some of them recently checked in after the pandemic. That indicates to me that the players are back. So that tells me that that community is active and I would plan a trip there. But now without this, it would make me not be able to plan my trip that efficiently. But it's okay. As for the other game resources, especially in terms of like the rates of shiny, the rates of getting certain items, the rate of getting certain rewards, like if you battle a tier 5 raid boss, what are the odds of getting certain items, certain rewards, the rare candy, etc. These are all information that only the Silph Road can provide to a very, very detailed scale. I, for one, play the game a lot. I actually do encounter a lot of like hatches and raid rewards, and I can see that their numbers are in tune to the numbers that I kind of have experienced myself. And it's very, very fulfilling to see someone or an organization like the Silph Road doing all this. I just want to tell you guys a story though. It's a true story. My friend in Singapore, he's also a Silph Road researcher. I've actually went raiding with him before, and when he was in the car raiding with me, whenever a reward comes up after defeating the raid boss, potions, revives, rare candies, certain items, stardust, he would take a screenshot of every single item. And then I would ask him, what are you doing? He said, I'm tabulating all the numbers, and then eventually he would have to give the data to the Silph Road at a point of time back in 2018 or 2019, because they were figuring out the reward probabilities. And I was like, oh my god, this is the kind of things that you guys have to do. Like, it's very, very insane. It's not just one person doing it, it's like a whole team of people doing it. And I've met a few Silph Road researchers, at GoFest or in fact at Safari Zone. And the first thing that I always say to them whenever they tell me that they are Silph Road researcher, I always thank them for the amount of work and amount of effort that they've put into this, because all these are voluntary work, technically speaking. So I always thank them for their effort and appreciate everything that they have done for the community to give us all the data, and it requires a lot of time and effort to do so. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much to all the Silph Road researchers out there who have given all your time to give us all the data to learn more about Pokemon Go. Truly, thank you very much. But anyway, I'd like to continue. He said, the silphroad.com Traveler's Card remain accessible and functional until August the 1st. The Community Ambassador Program will be operated solely by Niantic moving forward. Okay. The Silph Arena will remain fully operational until the current season concludes, with an updated season schedule. Alright. And then the Silph Road Research Group will continue researching game mechanics on the Discord server, and will share findings directly on the subreddit instead of the silphroad.com, so we can still get information on that. That's great. Last day for Community Day event check-ins will be on the 21st of May. That will be Fennekin Community Day. Yep, and the system event will close on the end of the day. August the 1st, Silph Road final season concludes, and the Arena Hall of Fame is snapshot and archived for posterity. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Traveler's Card are snapshot and archived for, and we pull the plug on the last remaining Silph Services Gold Up. So he continued to say, I hope you will permit me to shine a spotlight on the hundreds of Silph team members that have stepped up behind the scenes. Yep, that's true. And selflessly donated their time. Yep, that's also true, that I definitely know. To help Silph large global programs a reality. To make it a reality. It was a huge, great privilege working closely with these phenomenal individuals from all over the world with nothing but a love for Pokemon and adventure filling us. You all know who you are. I'm so proud of what we have achieved together, and I hope you are too. Thank you for giving it all. Your all. For fun, maybe just a bit of tennis beat, but I'm glad to highlight some of the work the incredible Silph put into the labor of love. Here's some of the background of the numbers, and actually when I read the numbers, I was actually very, very shocked, man. So he continued to say that local communities on the league maps are at 33,608 from 74 countries. Not every country would have the Silph, would go look at Silph because of language being an issue also. So I understand that they added new languages like Japanese, like Vietnamese, like etc. No, Vietnamese wasn't part of it, but I think Thai. But my point in saying this is that they actually do the translations also. When I talked to some of the Silph researchers, they were telling me that they were doing the translations for certain languages, and I was like, oh my god, like all the things you have to translate and make it possible for a person who doesn't understand English to read it takes a lot of time, and you can't Google translate all this because the words will just come out funny. Alright, so it says that Traveler Cards created 1,969,022. Nash reported received 2,684,322. And PvP tournaments conducted with a total of 3,923,894 matches being played. Of course, Go Battle League will be more because that's the official, play of PvP. But to see all these numbers is just still insane. Alright, I've been part of it also. I played the Silph Road tournaments in Season 1, the Boulder Cup, Nightmare Cup, etc. Eventually, I stopped at Season 2, halfway through. Yeah, so 1,671,245 event check-ins at live meetup staffed by 29,314 in-person volunteers. So when there are check-ins available, like for example when I go to Philippines, to Cebu City, to actually play community day there, the community leaders, Kim, would actually come up to me and say, hey, let's do a check-in and we'll do the handshake and whatsoever. I will normally do that. So yeah, there are people whom I meet along the way, even at some events. They will say, hey Brandon, do you have a Silph Road handshake? Sometimes, because I do not want to spend the time to log on my Silph account and generate the number, I'll just say that this is my best handshake I can give to you. I'll stick out my hand, and they'll prefer that over the in-game Silph handshake because this is faster than me logging into the website and generating the code, because there are people who are in line to like talk to me and whatsoever. But sometimes when there ain't anybody waiting to meet me, then I will generate the code and we can do the virtual handshake. So website seasons on silphroad.com since 2016. This is crazy though. 206,560,141. I'm pretty sure I'm like part of that numbers as well. Subreddit subscribes, that I don't, because I don't use Reddit that often. 821,308. That's crazy. So you continue to say, these figures are mind-boggling to me, especially considering Silph had no business model, didn't have in-person purchases or charge for any services, so they ain't earning any money at all other than from ads that they put onto their websites, like how I am also making from YouTube advertisements that you guys are watching. But when they got their sponsorship by Niantic for a good 1 year, I'm not sure if they thought that the sponsorship may continue for good, but looks like Niantic decided to pull the plug on it. Alright, so you continue to say that how many organizations have claimed 29,000 live event volunteers at any point in their history. Not many, bro. So Drops continue to say, for me, the Silph Road set the bar extraordinarily high for an online game community in so many ways. Thank you all for joining us and helping build the Silph Road into what it has become. Together we wrote this place into Pokemon history. We hope you enjoyed the journey as much as we have. Now it's time to find our next adventure. See you on the road. So everything that Drops has said here, the founder of Silph, has resonated really hard in me, and I really do understand the amount of time and effort an organization like this has put into to build something like that for us, the Pokemon Go community. And it's really, really sad to see this being put on their website. It has been an honor to the millions around the world who traveled the Silph Road with us. Thank you for helping us build one of the most vibrant communities in Pokemon history. It's been an incredible journey. May your next adventures bring you new discoveries to share when our paths cross again. So like I said, I know I've been looking at Silph even back in the year 2017, even before PvP came into the picture in the year 2019. And this is my Silph Traveler's card. Yep, I've used it quite often, and like I said, I've done the check-ins in a few communities. I normally would do the check-in if people were to come up to me, but I don't normally do the check-in by myself. So you guys can see the last check-in was the January 2023 Chespin Community Day, and then other PvP achievements and whatsoever. But these are the network and whatsoever. But season 1, like I said, I played every single cup, I believe so. I played it in different countries also. But it's really sad to see such a big community and website like Silph Road actually deciding to end their services. And I'm very sure a lot of you guys do feel the same that too. But for those of you who have never used Silph Road before, I will only say this. I have looked through many countless websites for information. Whether is it GoHub, whether is it Silph Road, whether is it Game Press and other various websites. the website that I deem the best in terms of giving out the highest quality, the highest accuracy of information, especially when it comes to numbers, is the Silph Road. I am a numbers person, so when I see a website like this, putting in so much time and effort, I have full respects for them, the researchers, especially for putting in so much time and effort to do all this. So that's why I feel really, really sad to see something like that happen. But as what Drobe said, the founder, all good things must come to an end, and financial difficulty is it's a huge struggle for a lot of people, especially for an organization like this when they ain't earning much, or in fact earning enough to actually sustain, to keep up with the cost to keep a website like this running. So it's really sad to see this, although I do hope that something can happen to keep this website running. Still thinking what I could do about it. You guys can let me know some suggestions that we could actually put to keep this going, and yeah, we'll see how things goes. But from the very bottom of my heart, I'd just like to say to every Silph Road researcher out there, thank you very much for doing all this for the Pokemon Go community. The sacrifice that you guys have put into, time-wise, energy-wise, money-wise, also to actually do all those hatches and raids, do not go away without any notice. A lot of people do appreciate what you have done, myself included. Genuinely speaking, from what I've read, from all the articles that you guys have created, it's just incredible. A lot of things I don't even personally think of doing the research on, like lucky traits rate, the the age of the Pokemon that you do a trade to get, the lucky rate, and even the odds of getting certain buddy souvenir items. These are certain things that I personally don't even bother to look at, but you guys just go way beyond my expectations in terms of doing all these calculations and probabilities and whatsoever. The most recent one, the one that I'm most impressed with, is actually the Lavesta. The rate for Lavesta from 2, 5, and 10 kilometers eggs, and it's stated that you guys found that it's 1.4% chance from 2 kilometers egg, 0. Roughly I think 5 or 6% chance from 5 and 10 kilometer egg respectively, bringing the average to roughly 1% chance to hatch a Lavesta from the whole entire pool. And I will say this though, that the numbers are definitely close to what I've heard from the community so far. Like myself, I hatched probably around 100 eggs and I hatched 2 Lavesta. Princess hatched probably around like 60 or 70 eggs and she hatched 2 Lavesta. But I've heard of people who've hatched 500 eggs and hatched 1 Lavesta. So if we kind of average it out, yep, it's probably around 1% odds. But maybe Niantic is increasing the odds. Maybe soon, I don't know. But that is all that I have to talk about in terms of the Silph Road. But it's really a sad day for the Pokemon Go community to know about this. Like I said, for those of you who do not know about the Silph Road or don't even look at the website, or well, trust me, they are a website that a lot of the top players, including myself, we actually look at, and hence why we feel it really hard. Especially the PvP players also. Yeah, especially when PvP technically kind of started from Silph and not from Go Battle League. Yeah. Alright, so that is all from me, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely remember to give your support to Silph Road. Thank them for everything that they have done. I don't even need you guys to leave a like on the video, but just type out whatever you guys want to say in the comments down below to the Silph Team, and even to Drobe, the founder. Definitely looking forward to see some of them at GoFest or even at future events. Of course, it'd be a sad thing to see the website go down, but you know, I'm very sure a lot of them are still happy to play the game, hopefully with or without the Silph Road running. Yeah. Alright, so goodbye.